So this is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus, and I have a couple of tips and tricks exclusive to the S22 range, and I also have a couple for my other Samsung Galaxy users. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, the cameras on this phone are pretty amazing and you can do some really cool things. Once you've taken a picture, if you click the edit button and then these three little dots, you'll see this object erase option. And in here, you can actually erase shadows from your picture. It works really well when it comes to pictures like this, but I will be honest, it's not the best with everything. Here you can see just how much of the shadow it erased and also how good it is. I mean, this would be pretty good for product photography. And then there's another really cool feature in the same menu. When you click on Object Erase, you will also see the option to erase reflections. This one is really interesting and again, it doesn't work with every picture, but it does still do a pretty good job. Out of the box, this works on the S22s, but with an update, you could probably get these features too. And by the way, stay till the end for some free S22 wallpapers. So something that is so cool about the S22 range is the nightography. Even in portrait mode, the selfie camera picks up so much light that even when it's dark, you get to where some of these pictures were taken in normal daylight. And while you're grabbing your nightography pics, here's a cool little trick. Did you know you could move the shutter button to anywhere on your screen? This just makes taking certain pictures so much easier, especially when it comes to selfies, and a nice thing to know. Under the photo mode, you also get Scene Optimizer. So if you click on settings and toggle on Scene Optimizer, it'll automatically optimize the camera. And depending on the scene, this feature can make a pretty big difference. As I mentioned, the cameras on this phone are ridiculously good, and stabilization is another great example of that. Stabilization is already built in, but if you toggle on super steady, it gets even smoother when filming video. And it is so smooth on the S22 range because the cameras are physically moving around to stabilize the footage. So it almost doesn't matter how much you move around when filming something, because every single time, I guarantee you, it'll come out so much smoother than you thought. I mean, here's an example I took of running, and it is so stable, I bet you wouldn't have even known I was running if I hadn't have told you. So another exclusive feature to the S22 range for now is the ability to capture extra detail with the cameras. It's called Detail Enhancer, and under your aspect ratio settings, you do need to make sure you toggle on that beautiful 50 megapixel option. Then once you're ready to snap your pic, you'll notice this little dotted icon on the right hand side. And if you tap on that, Detail Enhancer is now activated and you can shoot as many pictures as you want. And it definitely makes a difference on textures and also objects with a lot more detail. But there is something else to make your photos even better. Now, this is 100% how you take full advantage of those cameras. If you head into the Galaxy Store and download an app called Expert RAW, this app will seriously help you transform your pictures. So of course, once the app is downloaded, you can go ahead, open it up, and in here you'll see so many different camera options to tweak and play with to get that perfect picture. Once you're happy with the look as well as the focus, you name it, go ahead, snap your pic, and now what you can do is open that image in Lightroom and improve on what is already such a great picture. You see, what is so great about RAW images is it gives you the ability to change the lighting, contrast, coloring, you name it, but still keep all those fine details. Here you can see the before and after and just how much detail I was able to extract because it was RAW. And this is as pro as it gets because your phone is now kind of competing with the top cameras in the world now. Okay, now let's take a look at some other Samsung Galaxy features. This one is called Assistant Menu, and you can do so many cool things with it. Under Accessibility, if you tap on Interaction and Dexterity, you'll see Assistant Menu. Once you toggle that on, you'll see this new little menu appear on your home screen, which firstly, you can move anywhere. But if you tap on it, look at all these super nifty things you can do. So for example, if you open up the Samsung Notes application, then open up the Assistant Menu, you can choose to take a screenshot just by tapping the screenshot icon. Or instead, if you want, this one's my favorite, you can activate the cursor. So this entire block basically transforms into a mouse pad, and you can use this cursor anywhere on your screen. Another one I really love is pinch to zoom. You can just use your 2 fingers to zoom in on your screen as much as you want. On top of all of that, you can even customize it under the assistant menu settings and selecting what items you want to appear in that menu. So as you can see, there are a bunch of different ones, and you can have a lot of fun with this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love customizing my home screen, and if you click on wallpaper and styles, you can actually choose to match the color palette of your entire phone to your wallpaper. You get 3 different main options to choose from based on the colors on your wallpaper, and you can also choose to apply that color palette to all the native app icons so that they look like this. You'll definitely see the biggest difference in colors when swiping down on the notification panel, entering settings, or opening any of the native Samsung apps. So no matter what wallpaper you choose, go ahead, apply that color palette, and it'll look so much better. Okay, so this one is still exclusive to the S22 range, but if you head into settings and display, then toggle on adaptive brightness, you will see the option for extra brightness. And if you toggle that on, you'll still be able to see your screen even in direct sunlight. Or if it's too bright, even at its dimmest, you can still make it extra dim. This is especially useful at nighttime, and all you do is head into accessibility and settings, then click on visibility enhancements, and if you scroll down right at the bottom, you'll see extra dim. You can go ahead and toggle it on, but what's also nice is you can change the intensity of how dim you want your phone to be. You can even add an extra dim shortcut for quick accessibility. So if ever you're busy on your phone and want to toggle on that extra dim, just click that little man icon and your phone will slightly darken. Okay, now this is really cool. Did you know you can record a video and the music playing on your phone at the same time? It's actually so much simpler than you think, and all you need to do is, of course, choose whatever music you want to be playing in the background, then open up the camera app, and what always happens is as you click the record button, the music stops playing, and it's kind of annoying. But what you do is swipe down on the notification panel, click the play button, and your video is still recording, except now with music. Then Eye Comfort Shield is another great little tip, especially when using your phone at night just before bed. Within the display settings, you'll be able to toggle it on, but not only that, you can customize the temperature of the Eye Comfort Shield, and as you can see, you can customize it a lot. As mentioned, this is especially useful when using your phone at night just before going to bed. It really does make a huge difference. Then battery life is arguably one of the most important things when it comes to your phone, and if you swipe down on the notification panel and click and hold down on power saving mode, you can actually choose where you want to save power or just toggle it on altogether. And if you want to protect your battery and give it a longer lifespan, you can do this. Under settings, just scroll down and head on over to battery and device care. Then once in there, you can click on battery, scroll down to the bottom, then click on more battery settings, and finally in here, you can toggle on protect battery. And just because of that, your battery will last longer. As mentioned right in the beginning, I have a bunch of really cool wallpapers for you guys that you can download from our website completely free. There are 6 different ones to choose from, so of course, depending on your style or taste, go ahead and pick your favorite one. So definitely check out those wallpapers, link will be down below. But if you're considering getting this phone or the Ultra, definitely check out these videos right over here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Toodles!